Lightning Returns is the third and final game of Final Fantasy XIII's Lightning Saga. It's about Lightning, who awakens from crystal sleep and becomes the savior by Bunavelza, who tasks her with leading the people of Nova Cresselia to the New World before it is destroyed in 13 days. I honestly have mixed feelings with this game. I really enjoyed the new take on the battle system, where you command Lightning like a real-time action game and change her battle style on the fly with the schemata system. I loved exploring the different areas of the world because it's so huge and open. You can pretty much do anything you want without any restraints. And there's a lot of quests you can participate depending on the time of day. In fact, there are so many you need to play through the game more than once to see everything. The gameplay mechanics alone kept me playing, and the excellent soundtrack helps too. However, I don't like how underwhelming the story was. They made Lightning an emotionless soldier, and there's a lot of uninteresting dialogue when it came to the story and the side quests. For a story about the end of the world, it wasn't written well, and the ending came up short too. Lightning Returns is a good game, believe me, but I hope that Square Enix will put more focus on their story next time they do a 3-part saga. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is a Nintendo Wii U platform game that marks the 20th anniversary of my favorite Nintendo series. When it got announced, I had to get a Wii U badly. Donkey Kong Country is well known for being a hardcore platform series that has challenging gameplay, clever level design, and a charming and fun cast of characters. I love animals, so I always have fun playing Donkey Kong games. This game was absolutely a blast to play. I loved testing my skills and playing through each level, trying to find all the collectibles and braving the obstacles in my path. The level designs were really cool and creative. The swimming mechanics were done well, the rocket barrel levels were lots of fun, even the secret levels were great. World 2's secret level still haunts me to this day though. The stuff I absolutely loved, however, was the soundtrack and the boss fights. David Wise returns to compose the music, and he did incredible! Not only were the new songs enjoyable and the remakes of past songs nostalgic, but he kept the music style like it was in past Donkey Kong games, and they are so amazing. I love listening to the soundtrack in loops whenever I'm like cleaning the house or whatever. Now the boss fights were the biggest highlights in the game. Retro Studios did it so good in designing their fight patterns, the areas we battle them in, and the music themes. I was never annoyed at their moves or frustrated when I lost to them. I just kept fighting until I emerged victorious. It may have been shorter than the previous games, but that's okay. Tropical Freeze is an amazing game, and I hope that Nintendo keeps making more Donkey Kong Country games. Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma is the third entry in the Blaze Blue series. I don't have much to say on it because honestly, I've lost interest. When I first got it, I did have fun playing it. The faster pacing in battle is appreciated and the new gameplay mechanics are cool. I even had a blast playing as Yuki Terumi, but I've just lost interest. If you have a love anime style fighting games, then you should give it a try. It's very fun, the characters are colorful, and the soundtrack rocks. Mario Kart 8. This delightful game is for Nintendo Wii U and it's awesome! Anti-gravity is the newest mechanic for Mario Kart and I like how it turned out. The new items they added are pretty cool and the decisions on what items to take out and what to change are well done. They're still as crazy as ever though, but that's what makes it so much fun. I loved racing with my friends and family and enjoying the heat-heated racing, the excitement of discovering a new shortcut, and the hilariously salty moments. I also have to point out how gorgeous this game looks. It shows what the Wii U is capable of. Not only was the graphic design amazing, but the soundtrack is awesome. I love that Mario Kart games are getting jazz rock music more often. I hope they stick to that music style for a long while. Mario Kart 8 is without a doubt the best Mario Kart in the series. I wish the battle mode was better, but it doesn't hurt the game that much. What matters is that I'll be playing this Mario Kart for a very, very long time. Tales of Xillia 2 is part 2 of the Xillia storyline for PlayStation 3. When I first got it, I've seen and read a lot of criticism about this game. I understand that Xillia 2 has faults, but I have low expectations and I don't like critics decide what I play or not. So I played Xillia 2 and I liked it. Namco made a lot of improvements with the game, but added some more faults. The battle system first of all was, quote, fixed. We can combo bosses again, but you gotta rely on the charge mechanic to deal good damage to enemies by the later second half of the game. It stinks that we have to do that in order to combo things, but it's not that big of a deal to me. All the playable characters from the first game return, and they added 3 more you can play as: Luger, King Gaius, and Muse. They all have their own playstyle, and most of them are pretty fun, but Luger is the most fun because he uses 3 different weapons, giving him 3 sets of arts. The storyline is pretty good too. I don't want to say much about it because you should see it for yourself. There were interesting plot twists and story lore that I liked, but you may not enjoy the old cast being reduced to characters in the back row praising Luger most of the time. In the end, Xillia 2 is a questionable game, but I enjoyed it and that's all that matters. Super Smash Bros. Is the video game series that I played for years and years, finally releases the 4th game for 3DS and Wii U. First, I'll talk about the 3DS version. This is the first time that Smash is on a handheld, and I love how they designed it so you can play it at home and on the road. It plays good, the modes it offers are fun, and online mode surprisingly plays very well. Smash Run, the 3DS exclusive mode, is a lot of fun too. I wasn't interested in it at first, but it took me a few months to really enjoy it. It's a shame that it's kinda difficult to play with full players since the characters are small and the stages are big. Other than that, the 3DS version is very well done. The Wii U version is definitely the complete package. It's packed with tons of fun modes to play solo or with friends and family. I love Special Orders, Target Blast, and the One-on-One for Glory mode a lot. The new approach to play Classic mode is fun, event matches are very creative and challenging, and collecting trophies is a lot of fun too since there's so many. I hate Smash Tour though, that mode is a confusing mess, but who cares? What I love the most about this game is the amazing attention to detail. Masahiro Sakurai did a lot of stuff to make the characters, the stages, and the event matches stay true to their origins. I was amazed at how much detail this game has, right down from the stage hazards inspired by the original games, to the expression on Pikachu's face when his shield breaks. Nintendo also did an amazing job with the soundtrack. A lot of the new songs are awesome, and the return of the old songs are appreciated as well. This Smash Bros. Game is incredible.
Please, a moment of your time. I got no choice. Heaven or hell, duel! Let's rock!
The last game I played this year was Guilty Gear Xrd Sign. From the minds of Arc System Works, Guilty Gear is a fighting game series that was on hiatus for a while, but it's finally back. This is actually my first Guilty Gear game. I made a good choice starting out with this game since they designed it to make it accessible to newcomers like myself. I learned pretty fast and I'm already playing online and it's a lot of fun. The battles are fast and exciting, the characters are really cool, the soundtrack is awesome, and I love the art direction. It may look 2D in battle, but everything is actually 3D. I've even checked out the story and it's pretty good.
You have such crude form.
The online modes may take some getting used to though, and there aren't as many playable characters like in the previous games, but Guilty Gear is awesome and I'll be playing this for a long time.
Take this! Take this! You're in my way! You're mine! Move it! You're done! Go to sleep! This is... Am I still so far? I thought you'd be more fun than this.
So that's all the games that I played this year. They're all great games, but there is one in particular that I have to choose as my favorite game of 2014. It's obvious, huh? Well then, I won't beat around the bush. My pick for best game of 2014 is... Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U!